a post rather, one of those with links to a website. And what this website did was, on this particular post, to superimpose or Photoshop pictures of old actors against their younger selves. And so it was very interesting. And one thing that struck me though was how the older actors somehow looked happier, more settled, less threatening. They looked more confident than the younger selves. Of course the age was showing, but if you were to give me a choice whether to meet the younger version of most of those actors versus the older version, I'd probably go for the older version, because there was that wisdom about their look and that contentment about them. And it got me thinking about an article I wrote. It's a chapter in one of my books, and it was titled "To Thine Own Self Be True." And I remember in that article, what I asked the reader to do was imagine a couple of years, decades from now, you meet your younger self. What would your younger self think of you? Would they be proud of you? Would they be happy with you? Would they want to slap you in the face for some of the wrong decisions you made? Would they be, regretting that they ever left you in charge of things? That's the kind of scenario I put forth to my readers. And when I looked at these actors and their younger selves, I thought to myself, well, by and large, I think most of their younger selves would be pretty proud of the kind of people they turned out to be and the success they had achieved in life and so on. And it got me thinking about myself, what would my younger self think about me now? And I thought to myself, I put myself back in, especially the shoes of that young 20s, young guy in his 20s that I was when I was writing most of these books and articles. And my thinking then, my vision about life and where I wanted to be by the time I was the age I am now. And I would say, by and large, I think my younger self would be proud of me. We've gone through some hard times, some harsh experiences, some tough times. We've learned to depend on God more, learned to understand other people better, learned to be more patient, learned to not judge so much as I used to. So a lot of things have changed. Of course, maybe one disappointment would be that I'm not as successful as I thought I would be by this age. That's not to say I'm not successful. I am successful. I enjoy the things I'm doing. But when you're young, you have these expectations like, hey, by the time I'm 35, I'm going to retire, live in a big mansion and things like that. And yes, sometimes those things happen. A lot of times they do happen. But in life, you always find that the shortest distance between 2 points is not a straight line. It's only ever a straight line in math. In real life, there are highs and lows, troughs and valleys, and detours that you have to take. Circumstances lead you down certain paths, and you can't always dictate the pace at which you achieve certain things. But the important thing is that you should always know that you're on the right track, on the right journey. You have the right purpose to achieving those things. So I think in terms of that, my younger self would be proud of me, because I haven't lost track of that purpose that I had. I haven't lost track of that journey, that vision of where I want my life to be and where I want my life to head. It's taken longer than anticipated, always does in most cases, but overall pretty happy with where I am. And so I just want to encourage some of you out there to think about that. Would your younger self be happy or proud of the person that you've become? And if not, well, it's time to reflect and see where you went wrong and where you deviated from those ideals that that young person had. Because when we're young, we have an idealistic vision of life, and we have hopes and dreams that are unfettered by experiences and bad experiences and all these things that happen to us in life. And so it's always important to look back at that person that you were then. How would they feel about you now? If you need to make adjustments, make those adjustments. If they'll be proud of you or super surprised at what you've achieved in life, hey, then that's good too. And always remember, success is not always about money, finances, and things like that. Success is also about relationships, family, friends, and that kind of thing. And so there's a lot to be proud of when you think broadly about success in life, being very broad rather than just finances. It can be spiritual, it can be physical, it can be relationships, all those kinds of things that we need to focus on and fix our eyes on. So hey, just wanted to share that tidbit with you. Have a good day.